Kish, are you out there?
I'm right over here. Taking a little breather.
The inimitable Mr. Kish will be walking around with the microphone, but in the meantime, we'll go down the line and just, in case any of you haven't seen the other 7 panels, we'll introduce ourselves to you and let you know what we do on the project.
Paul Carrico, I work on mechanics, Frizznik's on the boards.
Michael Ganz, I also work on mechanics, Xelgad on the boards.
Greg Spence, my forum name is Rothgar, and I'm the lead programmer.
Nathan McCall, go by Kaitheel, and live events and quests. I'm Dave Georgeson, SmokeJumper. I'm the senior producer for the project.
Nandy, Szots, Zoltaroth on the forums, code.
Molina, Cronyn on the boards, lead content designer.
Emily Taylor, Domino on the forums, trade skills.
Richard Waters, I'm lead designer.
And David Kish, a programmer on the project and the guy in charge of the mic. You guys ready for questions? All right, let's do this.
All right, first question. Is there any way that you guys are going to, for outfitters, have their items be buffed up or some kind of way to make them stronger? Because no one really uses a lot of the mastercrafted stuff, especially, you know, when you can just go to the instance and get better things.
Yeah, I think the items team is going to work with Emily in the next expansion to look at making some really great trade skill items that require higher level drops and things like that. Are you talking about existing outfitters or in the future plans?
Well, in future plans.
Yeah. So definitely for Bellies, we're looking at doing something for that.
Right, and just like like just having things. Maybe you can like say like for a weaponsmith, you can have like something drop off of each mob, each heroic instant mob, the last one, and they have to gather all the items and go to weaponsmith to make some kind of a uber super sword or something like that.
That sounds awesome.
Sorry. Yeah, we actually will do that. It was just touched on briefly in that trade skill panel earlier today, but we're definitely planning to have many more items that drop from dungeons that will then require a crafter to finish them off. That's definitely something that I think you can expect in this expansion.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kaitheel from Antonia Vale. I've been raiding on that server for a while now, a couple years. And one of the things on Antonia Vale that we see is that there's a new raid guild that's born and flames up and then dies, you know, probably every month. And the main reason that they die is because of lack of utility classes. And I think this is something that's very unique to Antonia Vale because, you know, on any server, the best server can recruit whoever they want. And the casual guilds, they don't really care. But Antonia Vale has a lot of mid-range guilds that do care and can't always overstack the raid with quite so many utility classes. And so what I was wondering is there any plans to address this need for 4 to 5 enchanters, 4 to 5 bards, and 8 to 9 healers in a raid force? In a raid force.
Well, raid force is different between almost every guild. Guilds can succeed with just 4 total utility classes, and some guilds run with 8. As for healers, we're definitely looking into what's going on with the curses. Utility classes, players may want to try using different raid setups, but it is something where we don't want you to have to use 5 bards or 5 enchanters. So it is something we are looking into, and it will take some time.
Hi, I'm Narlia from Guck, and I have 2 quick things. First of all, I was sent here on a mission. One of our necromancers in our guild has always really loved the necromancer class, and during the updates for necromancers, something changed, and all their pets' looks have changed, and their dumbfires look different, I guess, and they really don't like the direction it went, and they were kind of hoping that maybe at some point it would be possible to rediscover your ability to have those old pet looks, because they were, the gargoyle and things like that just don't feel very necromancy to him. And it just feels like it kind of takes away from the idea of what he was, how he views the class.
As for the pet appearances are something that we've been discussing recently, even before coming to Fanfare, about making it so perhaps you can choose your pet's appearance. We don't have a definite time, or even if it's 100% going to happen, but it's something we're looking into.
Thank you very much.
Back to the utility classes question. There had initially been plans, I guess, to make things like bard buffs raid-wide, and that was scrapped. Is there any intention of bringing that back?
Not at this time.
All right. Somebody play Chariots of Fire for me.
Hi, I'm Dark Brew on the forums, and I'm one of the developers of Roster Master. We use a lot of the game data that you guys provide as XML. And I was wondering if there's anybody here from the web development team or anyone from the game who can speak to when EQ2 players is, well, now under a different domain name, is going to catch up with the game, and whether we actually have any hope of getting more granularity in the XML data, or in fact, the XML data in actually XML format.
One of the things we've been working on for the last couple weeks, or couple months actually, is a new data feed server that will be exposed to more people than just EQ2 players, and it's going to have a complete API that you can query against players, items, spells, everything in the game. So once that becomes available, you should be able to do everything that you're wanting to do, and it should be 100% correct.
I have just a couple really simple suggestions for that would make, I think, raiding a little less annoying in some respects. Number one is I'd like to see the raid leader able to invite somebody to a raid regardless of which group has the free slot, because I mean, no one really gives a damn who the leader of group 3 is. And the other one is I'd like some sort of command that the raid leader can issue, similar to how someone in a group can recommend to the leader that they invite so-and-so. I'd like the raid leader to recommend that everybody else reset a certain zone, and you push the OK box and it just happens.
Mike's over here writing down stuff as fast as he can, so we'll talk about it after the show.
It would be awesome.
Epically awesome, nonetheless.
Afternoon, I got 2 questions. One's for Guildmate, because I'm on a mission. I understand with the advent of flying mounts, I saw in the teaser video that the initial flying mount looked kind of griffin-ish, perhaps dragon-ish. Are there going to be any flying horses in the future? Pegasus-like entities?
Probably.
I hope so. She will be happy to hear that. Okay, number 2 is for me. I am a necromancer. And for dumb fire pets, I've heard the issue brought up early in the earlier panel about how those dumb fire pets die quickly. This is also a contra issue. I have a suggestion on that. If we could make the graphic associated with the dumb fire pets remain the same, however, that the damage that they do is like a standard damage over time effect with a fancier graphic of the dumb fire pets, that would eliminate the issue of the pets dying to, a strong breeze of an AoE of any type whatsoever, and make them more useful.
I'm just wondering if there's any chance to readjust mentoring, because right now it's really unbalanced. It's like if you're mentoring at level 90 person mentoring a level 1 person, you're way overpowered for that level.
So mentoring.
Give him a chance, guys.
Mentoring We've looked at it a couple times. It's a tricky thing to fiddle with because a lot of people like that sort of God mode feeling it gives them. They like to buzz the lower engines and destroy stuff. And that's a good thing to have. At the same time,